Hi, this is a special shout out to Zeev Junior High. I think some of you have heard of me. I'm Michael Hinkson. I live in the United States, and you, as I was told last week, heard my story about being in the World Trade Center on September 11th, 2001. And yes, it's true. I was there with my guide dog, Roselle, who, by the way, is in the image that you see behind me. So on September 11th, I was working as the Mid-Atlantic Region Sales Manager for Quantum Corporation, a Fortune 500 computer company here in the United States. I was the person who led that office. And on September 11th, of course, as you are aware, the terrorists attacked the building and destroyed the World Trade Center. Roselle and I got out because we worked together. A lot of people said, oh, well, you got out because your dog led you out. No, Roselle did not lead me out. One of the things that I have been doing since September 11th is to try to teach people that blind people can do stuff just like anyone else. We may not do it the same way. So I use guide dogs like Roselle to make sure that when we walk, I walk safely and don't bump into things, or I'm safe crossing streets and so on. But I still am the person who needs to know where to go and how to get where I need to go. And then I give those commands to Roselle and my other guide dogs. My current guide dog is a black Labrador named Alamo, who's over here asleep right now, so I won't wake him up. But anyway, we went down the stairs. We got out of the building, and then we were actually very close to Tower 2 when it collapsed, so we had to run away from that. Since then, as I said, I've been speaking and talking about guide dogs and being blind and the lessons from September 11th. And just recently, I joined Accessibee, a company that some of you may be familiar with. And I am the Chief Vision Officer. So what we're trying to do is to make it possible for everyone to use the internet, because there are a number of people who have one sort of a so-called disability or another, who are not able to use the internet. For example, I, being blind, find that there are a lot of websites where the links aren't labeled, or they're not properly labeled, or there are other parts of the website that are not appropriately set up so that a blind person can use them. This is not the way it ought to be. If we're really going to create an internet that people can use, then we need to be aware that not everyone is the same, and that some of us do things differently than other people. People who have epilepsy, for example, can't use some sites on the internet because the cursor or boxes on those sites blink, which may cause epileptic seizures. And that's something that Accessibee also is working to address. They've developed a system that makes sure that the internet is truly available for everyone, and it's exciting to be part of that. And as part of my job, I hope at some point to get over to Israel and to get a chance maybe to come and visit all of you and to meet you and talk with you in person. So I won't take any more of your time. I know you've got lots to do, but I wanted to thank you for hearing about my story and for reading it. If you haven't read my book, Thunderdog, the story of a blind man, his guide dog, and the triumph of trust, it's available, and I'm sure that it's something that you all can get. And then I wrote a second book called Running with Roselle, which is kind of more about me and Roselle growing up. So one of these days we'll get over there, and I look forward to meeting all of you. In the meanwhile, shalom, and have a good time. Stay healthy in this whole world of our virus. We're staying inside. We've been inside almost now for a year, but we'll be okay. So you all be well and stay safe. Bye.